We're working through all the free video tutorials on the Husqvarna Viking Onyx 30 sewing machine. Hi, I'm Sarah from sewingmastery.com, and there is a full playlist of free videos that you can watch to help you master your machine, or if you're thinking of purchasing this machine, these videos will help you determine if this is the right machine for you. When we talk about stitches, there are a ton of stitches on the machine, not just the ones pictured on the front, but down here in this opening, you have a pull-out 1, 2, and 3 layers of stitches. So I want to show you how we pick stitches as well as how we adjust settings like stitch width, stitch length, and needle position. When you turn the machine on, you're going to find that you're going to start with a straight stitch, and it's always going to come up with a default setting. Here is the stitch length. This is millimeters, which as a sewing machine owner, you'll start to get used to metric even if you're more used to inches. So 2.5 millimeters is actually a nice stitch length for regular fabrics. We'll make it longer for thicker fabrics and a hair shorter for thinner fabrics. As you go from stitch to stitch, it is a good idea. We always talk about creating a stitch book or stitching out a little sample of each of these, and that's always fun, especially when you get down here to the decorative stitches. Any of the stitches that you pick, it will also tell you which foot it recommends. These are feet that come with the machine, so it's highly recommended that you follow along and put on the correct foot designed for this stitch. As we pick different stitches, like a straight stitch, you can make the stitch length longer by using the plus on this button here. It'll go up to 4.5 millimeters long. And to clear out these settings, one way, you can just turn the machine off and turn it back on because it will reset everything. If you just reselect the same stitch, number 1, you'll see it'll go back to the default setting of 2.5 millimeters. When you're in a straight stitch, your stitch width is actually needle position. This small little area here is showing us where the needle is going, but you can also see it moving to the right or to the left. So since this machine goes all the way up to a 7 millimeter wide stitch width, which is the widest setting for our decorative stitches and our zigzag, when you see 7 here, that means you are all the way over at 7 millimeters for needle position. So that means if we go back to 3.5, that's center, and if you keep going all the way to the left, oh, did I say right on the other side? Yes. When you go all the way to the left, you'll be at 0, 0. Instead of pushing all these buttons again, if you touch number 1, it will bring you back to the center needle position. The other thing that I'll note that if you are sewing and your needle is stopped in the down position, yes, you can change settings. The needle just won't change until you actually take a stitch. Then it'll move over to the side. So I love to tell my students that they can make changes at any point, whether the needle is up or down in the fabric, and it won't damage anything. Once you've worked through the basic stitches here, let's open up our information down here, and you're gonna see right at the top, little folder with the M2 or kind of menu 2. So to change to getting these stitches by these numbers, you're going to touch the M right here. You'll notice M2 shows up, and now we can actually pick the stitch by its number. Now here's a little note. You're going to see 001 for the very first stitch here. If you just touch 1 and wait, it will pick 001. If you want stitch number 75, you can touch 75 and wait, and it'll go to 075. You can also touch the 075 and it will go to that same stitch. So what I'm mentioning is you don't have to push the 0 to get these stitches. So if you want stitch 15, just type in 15 and it will go to that stitch. When you're ready to go to the next page, these stitches that start into the 100s, that's where you're going to want to go ahead and put in all 3 digits to get to that area. And last is the alphabets. There's menu 3 and menu 4 for 2 different alphabets. We're going to do a separate video on how you combine these in the memory or the program of this machine and be able to combine letters and stitch out like a quilt label or personalize something for the person you are giving it to. That's always really fun to do. When you're done with sewing a decorative stitch, how do we get back to a straight stitch? Once again, you could turn off the machine and turn it back on, but if you just go to 1, well, you're just going to get number 1 in the menu you're in. So go ahead and touch the M for menu, cycle through menu 3, menu 4, and get back to menu 1. Then you'll be able to pick the stitches, probably a straight stitch that you're getting back to and restarting from. When you're picking settings for stitch width, let's do that just with a zigzag. You're going to notice you have your stitch length still showing here. This one starts off at 2, so you can always take a few stitches and just see, oh gosh, is that a zigzag that I like? Oh, maybe I want it a little bit more spread out. You can spread it further apart, or you can also make it narrower. Notice I'm doing this while I'm sewing, and the machine will adjust as you go. If you set the machine to stop with the needle in the down position, take one more stitch, then we can actually turn it around, see what we have stitched, and be able to pick the settings that we're looking for. So you can make it super wide and also super close together like a satin stitch. So 7 being your widest setting, and let's just go down a little bit narrower and we'll just see that you can get any setting of zigzag that you wish. When you're ready to pick to a new stitch, just pick that stitch, maybe sew it at the default setting, and then adjust from there. Now do notice that we had needle positions, but only in the straight stitch. So when we're in the straight stitch, did you notice that there's no stitch width? That's because our stitch width is used to adjust needle positions in the straight stitch. So if your pattern says move your needle to the far right or move your needle to the far left, that is what they're talking about. Now there is a stitch that is designed for the needle in the far left needle position. Just by touching stitch number 2, it's going to move your needle all the way over to the side, and that's great for like top stitching or working on certain areas that require your needle more, I should say, fabric under your feed dogs versus trying to sew really close to the edge and being half on your fabric and half off your fabric. So what I want you to do is, number 1, I always tell people to sew out all their decorative stitches just because they look so much better sewn out than when they're just pictured on the screen. So you can kind of get an idea what stitches are actually built in, and then also experiment with some setting adjustments, being able to make it longer or shorter, wider or narrower. Now, we are going to keep going with some free video tutorials. Down below, you're going to find links to some of the things we're recommending, like quality thread, if you need more bobbins, needles, even a link to an online course that we recommend, our Husqvarna Viking Stitching Cosmos online course that allows you to work through lots of parts of your machine and kind of putting them all to use and not just getting stuck in the sewing straight rut where a lot of our patterns, that's kind of all you do is you sew straight, and this machine can do so much. You'll also find a link to the complete playlist of all the videos that we have done on the fabulous Husqvarna Viking Onyx 30. Happy sewing!